Hello, everybody. Okay, I think that now it's working. Just gonna verify it. Let's see. YouTube.com. Gold member. I hope that there's not much noise. And yep, here we are. Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining. Noise. Thank you very much for joining. We are going to be checking things for next week. And we'll see exactly what we think that it may happen. We've got, well, this week was rather interesting. I mean, this week, the one that just finished. We had quite some things happening. We had a lot of people betting on gold dropping. I was one of them. But it's still there in the 80s. Let's wait a bit until some more people join right now. And great. This is our group. It's called Gold Member. Okay. You can join through at Wheel of Gold. It's on Telegram. Also wheelofgold.eu. Sorry, I need water. It's a group. We mainly talk about manual trading and algo trading. We usually talk about major currency pairs and metals, mainly gold. We don't sell anything at all. We only talk about trading. So you're more than welcome to join, and we'll hope to see you around. So right now I'll close this. Well, I'll just check the calendar for next week. Let's see. Tomorrow, no, next week. So from Sunday 22nd until the 29th, apply settings. So we've got a filter also with medium impact, apply filter. Okay, we've got a lot of manufacturing and services for France, Germany. This means that probably the European Union, all Euro, you see. That's on Monday. We've got Great Britain as well, and we've got, well, basically everybody. Of course, the German has a higher impact on what it as being basically the main economy in the European Union. Tuesday seems that not much is happening. This is all about Forex Factory, okay? Then we've got on Wednesday the crude oil inventories. That's going to be interesting if you also trade oil. Well, and here we have an important thing happening, and the unemployment. These two are going to be important. This is going to be the GPD. Like we're going to be checking how the economy is actually going, and this preliminary results. Okay, it's we later we will have more information, and we have the unemployment claims for the US dollar. Okay, this is these are very important matters in terms of the US dollar, to see how actually their economy is doing for this month. Okay, well, this actually, I don't think that this is going to be like for a month. This probably will be for uh, several months. With this that is quarterly. You see, so this is actually going to be just an average, and is the second release for the year, as I see over here. So I guess that this is going to be interesting. We have the unemployment claims. This is always important to understand if people are actually getting employed or losing jobs. Then we have for all, we have this Jackson Hole Symposium. Um, it seems that we're going to have some main bosses going to be talking. So let's see what happens out of that. Then we have Friday, PCE price index. So we'll see exactly how things are going. The price index, the inflation. Okay, we're going to check the prices, how they're moving, and also we have Master Powell speaking in the evening. Over here we have he's going to be talking in this symposium. Okay, apart from this, all of this, well, it takes several days. That's the moment when he's going to be talking. This actually also matters for Saturday, so this might have an impact on cryptocurrencies probably during the weekend, because the rest is going to be closed. Well, that's all for this right now. Well, let's see if okay. Let's see. So we're going to, well, I don't need the email, so I can just Alt F4, we can close it, and we can go to our beloved charts. Well, this is where we left last week. This is where we left last week. I'm on a different computer, so the idea is, that's why it took me a bit to organize all of this. This is the laptop. So it seems that my laptop has a more powerful graphic card than the desktop. So this is a 1 hour chart. We are on the 1 hour chart, and now it's when I'm going to say that I continue voting for this to drop. All of this was this week. This is a 1 hour chart, so we have let's put it on a daily so we see what happened in the last 7 days. Okay, so as you can see, on the last 7 days we had quite a move, and if you see the daily chart, yes, it is on an uptrend. It was on an uptrend before, then it dropped. You see, we have this trend line that I drew before. So this is Friday. We saw how high it went. It didn't end up going that high. It didn't finish. It finished on 1781, 1781. We had Thursday, which was massive. Wednesday was also massive. Tuesday was also massive, and Monday was like, well, hysterical. We thought that this was going to go actually down, but on the 16th we ended up like just massively going up, going up, going up. Everybody was thinking we would go back to the 1800s. I never voted for that. I still think we're downtrend. Uh, as I say, um, all of this is only according to my analysis. Like it's not that I have any interest. I'm not trading right now, but what I can see is that basically we have um, different resistances over here, especially over here in all of this area. And it's very difficult for gold to get through this area. We had it before, also on the way down. So it's like it's we have this area that we have marked in red, and it always gets stuck. You saw that also we have this trend line that I drew. This trend line that is drawn is from this trend line is from the summer 2020. So we're talking about a 1 year old trend line, okay? From the maximum of the over 2000s, okay? And last. So, whoop, got my daughter around here. Let's see. We've got, as I was saying over here, there was some kind of like short moment over here. We've got this area over here that it's, from my point of view, interesting. This is daily chart, okay? So if you see all of this area, basically, I find it interesting because, as you can see, it went around the line, and it got stuck around the line. Okay, we have something similar in the past as well. So every time that comes back to this line, there seems to be like a moment of either rejection, okay, and if it doesn't pass, as you can see over here, if it doesn't pass this line like on a in one day on a massive scale, you see we have a very strong candle over here. This is $30, and it just went all the way up and all the way down. Okay, this was in June. So what I mean is like it doesn't just stop in the middle of it, just crosses it. But when it tries to cross it, but it's not strong enough, we can see over here that it's when it struggles on a daily basis. We have the same struggle over here. I don't discard this trying to go up, but as for seeing over here, maybe it goes, but I see more as a difficult situation for it to continue. I think that it will first go down before going back up. That's I see this more like before. We've got still time actually. Like the RSI, we're in a moment that the stochastic on a daily. We're talking always daily right now. The stochastic is still pretty strong, overbought. Sorry, and as this is still overbought, I still believe that it needs to continue going down. It may go up a bit, touch our famous trend line, and as it touches, boom. By now, with such a strong stochastic, it should have crossed already. The price should be already in the 1800s. But since it's not there, I have I believe that we are on the way down over here. That most probably will go back to the 50. from here. I don't know how long, but probably like around here. I think that in the 50s or something like this, it will stop because we have this area of resistance as well. You saw that on the way up it stopped, not on the way down. Well, it stopped on the way down, actually, it just stopped. I think that again it's gonna go down, it will stop around here, and maybe from here, depending on how violent is the way down, we might see uh, this going back up. Depends. I believe that there might be a projection upwards, but first it needs to continue going downwards. I'll make sure that this is only on the 1 hour time frame. We go here, hello, on the other 1 day here. Good. Yep. So we go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we have exactly the same. We are going down. We have some, well, my trend line was broken. We had this spike that you probably all remember when it's suddenly like, whoa, it went up on the 13th. Nobody expected that I know of, at least. And after that finished, I thought that like either it continues up or it can go down. We can see that from the moment that it got to this moving average, this is a weighted moving average for 150 periods. When it got to this moving average, we can see that it crossed it, but it's been around there. It's not going anywhere. But on the other side, the RSI is going downwards. We have also the stochastic also losing strength. Okay. The thing is that we can see massive sells during these days. You can see it on the 17th. We had massive sells. The thing is that also we had massive buys. For example, we had it on Friday. We had this massive buy, but it was not strong enough. In the end, it ended up lower, for the day. So we have moments of buys. This is China buying last Friday. But we have, for example, this is American market, and this American market was all the way down. Again, here we had American market, and we can see the movement from the 1777, this famous one number, back up to 1790. So in these 4 hours, it was jumping all around. Right now, it continues, as you can see, like basically nearly each candle, it's still touching my trend line. Okay. I don't know what will happen. I think that this, as we can see over here, this is supposed to continue going down, to continue going downwards. We can see the MACD also going down. The thing is that I don't have right now any divergence in price. So in the 4 hour chart, I don't have anything telling me that it's going up right now. Apart from, well, we had this, we had a divergence over here that, well, it was saying this was going up, but it was broken. The divergence was from here until here, and it was broken. So that trend line that was going upwards was broken on the 17th, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Like you just draw the line. It's quite easy. So it was around here until here, and it was broken. From the moment this was broken, it was a bit higher anyway. So from the moment this was broken, there's nothing holding it, and that's when basically all of this madness of just candles going nowhere begins. Okay, so what I mean is that it's basically when we start having no path. Over here we had the drop, then we have, this is supposed to be the moment of going upwards. You can check how this actually, it is actually going that way. And from the moment that dropped that day on the 8th, or I don't remember, of August, it was the minimum moment, and then it was ever since was just going up. And then from here the moment was just gone. So all of this began a bit useless, and then right now we have this situation. That's why I've drawn these two lines with dots. I have some resistances, supports that they're drawn. You can see them, but it's just moving, ranging. Okay, probably waiting for some news, for some big movements from large entities, as we have over here, that this happened. It's only right now, it's only ranging. I don't see anything else. It's something similar that happened previously. We have this moment over here that is ranging, and not much is happening. Like, it goes, but it can't. You can see, and we are in the same situation. When we go to the 1 hour chart or the 2 hours chart, things change a bit. This is the 1 hour chart. We had a beautiful, actually, this was beautiful to see. If you had a big screen, I'm streaming from the laptop right now, so my screen is only 17 inches. Okay, but basically the idea is, I'm going to try to get this a bit smaller so you can get this bigger. So we had this beautiful channel that started on the 10th. Okay, you could see that it was going up and down, up and down. So it was moving around, and you could see always the Bollinger Bands. They're opening when the price is supposed to start going up, boom, and there you got, so like whenever it touched around here, it was just the perfect moment, like, because it was not surpassing, it was always rejection. Okay, and I did it several times. Then there was a moment on the 17th that it just didn't reject. There was a rejection, but it was not as massive as it's supposed to be. And ever since was just moving around and kind of touching the bottom trend line. And the thing is that as it was around this trend line that I have drawn from August last year, I decided to pay attention and also just to think, because maybe we have we're breaking the channel and we're going to create a new channel. And I just said, okay, well, let's try to create a new channel, and this channel is supposed to start from the bottom of the last candle we had in this movement, the lower low. Okay, but it's not even respecting that, so this line can go away. Okay, you see it starts over here on the 9th of August, and I said, like, maybe we have some kind of like a movement coming from there. No, this line, like, you can just take it away, because it's definitely not it. And we can see better how we've been having lower lows, and every higher high, it's lower than the other one. So we are on a trend line that in the 1 hour you can see, not on the 4 hour, but in the 1 hour you can see that, yeah, from the 13th we're actually going downtrend. It's every attempt that has been to break this divergence, this trend line over here, and you can see that lately it's trying to, but it's not successfully doing it. So uh, we don't know really. Uh, we don't know really what will happen. I think, as I said before, that I think that from next week, if we break this resistance or this support we have over here in the 1777, um, we are definitely downtrend. We don't have much time. Um, before, I mean, this RSI becomes like oversold, because it's supposed to be like 30, or 30, something like this. I have 32, because, well, that's how I write it, to have it myself. But like right now we are is right now, it's, what is it? Our RSI is 44. It's still half the way through. So I think that there's room for dropping. There's definitely room for dropping. So we can perfectly go down, and well, or up, but like you can see that the 150 period trend line, it's stopping. It's uptrend, and right now it's basically kind of going uh, horizontal. If right now I just remove, for example, the Bollinger Bands, the Bollinger Bands are also closing, so we can expect some movement. And we open the Ichimoku. The Ichimoku is showing us that when a price is ranging, in Ichimoku, it creates that the cloud that we have in Ichimoku basically disappears. When the cloud disappears, we have um, we have the possibility of actually the trend completely changing. If we are on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that this actually already has happened. So, for example, the price right now is over here. The Ichimoku has our two lines. One is slower than the other one, and both of them here we have well, it's got three lines. Okay, um, both of them right now are above the price and below the cloud. And the most important one, from my point of view, the most important one, which is the one that confirms normally the result, is the this that we have over here. This little line that comes from the back, we have it only in this circle. It's at the same. This is the same price that we have closed, but it's 40. It's back 40 times in theory, if I'm not mistaken. So it means that it made it through. You can see how it went up. It did all of the same movements. Okay, it's doing the close price. It's moving along the close price that we had before. You see that it was always above or in the cloud, above or in the cloud. In here it goes. From here it goes to the same cloud. It's never outside the cloud. Here it steps outside of the cloud to go back in the cloud. And now it's really stepping outside of the cloud for several candles already. We have one candle here, one candle here, and one candle here. So there's four candles already, 4 points that this line right now, it's already outside, like underneath the cloud. For the 1 hour chart, it definitely means that gold is downtrend. So it's a sell in theory. Okay, that's at least for gold right now, as per se. Okay, again, all of this is analysis. There's a lot of ways of seeing things. Right now, I am not using any of these Fibonacci's. We can just get the whole chart with Fibonacci lines, and there's always going to be a line that touches. Okay, I think that Fibonacci is very useful. Okay, so don't get me wrong. But there are moments that um, I believe that if you can start using Fibonacci basically for everything, and there's so many uses that sometimes I like to also just not use Fibonacci at all, and then uh, use completely different indicators, and let's see then later if Fibonacci agrees with what I have seen outside, for example. Okay, uh, so for example, right now, I think that I would leave around here for gold. I think that's basically about it. I don't think that we have more to tell. I think that right now we're on a downtrend, but again, gold is gold, and from here can, as if we break the 1800, we are like, we're on a completely different story. Okay, we need to see also how large the Bollinger Bands right now there are. Okay, for you to understand, this is on a daily basis. So on a daily basis, the Bollinger Bands are going, you can see it over here, the Bollinger Bands right now, it's going from 1730 to 1840. So that's $100, over $100, 110, something like this. It's a massive range. Okay, so it can move either way. I think that right now on the daily, it's also touching it has not been able to cross this Bollinger Band moving average. It's always so. It should, under my point of view, it should continue going down again before maybe just touching the bottom again and going up, back up. Okay, who knows? Like over here, whenever it touched again our bottom that we have, these two bottoms that from the 1687, 1677, something like this, it went just whoa. It was just a massive buy around there. So there's a lot of room either way. But from my point of view, we're on a sell. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm going to open a different chart now. Any questions? Feel free to ask now, either in the chat or in our favorite Telegram. Let's see. Boom. Okay. Yay. Okay, so we go back to the euro dollar. Let's see. Okay. We go back to the euro dollar. Let's see. Well, the euro dollar, we had this drawing last week. Now you probably remember. We were in the 4-hour chart or on the daily chart, I remember. And I said that anything can happen because we had this war in Afghanistan, and I thought that it would actually affect more than that it has affected. I'm actually sad to see this. It's basically that nobody gives a damn. I'm sorry for them. Of course, well, they are not one of the largest economies in the world, but it is an epic failure for the USA. But they are strong enough that it didn't affect their currency. So, well, good for them. Well, let's see. So we had this moment. We had this that we were talking about, and I had my lines that I told you, like a top, and this one that it had to break for me to be a buy. I made 2 drawings saying that we had here this is a triangle. Okay, we are in a triangle right now. Let me zoom out for you. Whoa, I'm zooming in. We are in a triangle, and let me see if I can show this to you. Well, maybe they'll stop me with copyright music. Anyway, hello. Or maybe it's in the daily chart. It will be easier than showing all of that. Okay, here you go. Well, there you go. Now we're back in time. We don't need all of this. So here you see, we were in a triangle. Okay. We were in a triangle. You can see the 2 circles here. Okay, this is a daily chart. This is a daily chart. The theory behind triangles is that they're supposed to then move back the same size of the opening. Okay, that's why I have these 2 lines. We were around this price when I'm gonna try and zoom in, because otherwise you won't see anything. Like, I don't see anything. Come on, come on. It's just that I'm on a different computer than the one I usually work with, so it's just this. So as you can see, we were in that triangle. Over here it tried to break it, but it didn't, even though you can see the MACD, it went pretty like down, but even though it went down, it was strong enough to continue going up. Okay, it got this pullback up, let's call it this way, and to 1.19 basically. Okay, and from there it was just going back down, going back down. As I said, I created this line to show what for me is the price that it should break for the euro dollar to be a buy. I created that. It indeed didn't happen. Okay, what happened in the last 5 days? Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. What happened on Monday? Well, on Friday last week, the previous week, was a buy. It touched not only the moving average of the Bollinger Bands, but it touched the trend line, the bottom line of this triangle. It stopped there, and from there is where it started on Monday. It tried to go up, but in the end it was just a sell. From there, sell, and it went to my objective, which was the circle. It had to break this trend line in the 117.27. Okay, and it broke it. Look at this massive candle. Okay, we're talking about nearly 1,000 pips there. Okay, that's a lot of that's a massive movement. It's how many pips is this? I think that's how much is this? Yeah, 78. 78 pips. 78. Well, that's nearly 100 pips. 0.65, 60,000. Anyway, it was an enormous drop. We're talking that we were in the 118, and now we are in the 117. Okay, guys. So this is a massive drop for the dollar. Ever since next day it tried to, it didn't achieve the pullback. We had another sell confirming it, And then, yes, on Friday, there was a lot of hope. We had that in gold as well. We had everywhere. Like people were buying, like it's the end of the day, the end of the world, like time to buy. But we have our chart over here. Again, we have this now trend line, this in this euro dollar, we have this resistance on 117.29. Okay, I think that probably will touch again around here and it will drop. Okay, it might start the week going up over here and then it will just continue its way down. Okay, I don't see it going up trend right now. I don't see it at all. Um, I see as well that, well, as the circles said, like we're just going the other way around. Okay, this is what, this is the 1 hour chart right now. We don't need this. We are basically, we had the American uh, market when it opened on Friday was a buy, and last 4 hours for the of the market was just selling, and that's it. It was the end. I see this. I see that it may go up a bit. I made this attempt. You may remember that I made this drawing and I deleted last week. That we were around here. It had to go over here, like somewhere around here. Then it had to go down here. Then it had to go down here. Then it had to go, because it needs to go always, like it's a pattern. So it needs like a confirmation, let's put it this way. So what we're saying is basically what it's kind of happening. Okay, you want to call it differently, you can just call it as this one of the first one now being here. Okay, now the second one being here as an example. Okay, something around here, the third one being probably around here, 16 probably, something like this. Then the next one will be probably already around here, and the next one will be probably somewhere around here. Okay, that'll be edging. Anyway, um, that's basically how I see it. I think that it's the most probable scenario, but anyway, uh, I don't see this much longer sustaining this an uptrend, but I see probably a 110, 111, 112 as the objective by the end of the year. We will see. Like the euro is getting stronger. Okay, it's not only like, oh, the dollar is dropping, or no, the euro is getting stronger. So if you go to the euro index, you will see that it actually got stronger. So it's not only about the dollar index, if the dollar is getting right now stronger or weaker, but also the euro getting stronger towards the dollar just being at the same level. Therefore, is in this case, then the the exchanges changes accordingly. Okay, so apart from this, we go to what we had, the Great British Pound, and I don't remember what we said about this last week, or if we actually touched it last week. Well, I don't see any drawings around here. Oh yeah, well, it's downtrend. Yeah, I have drawings here. It's downtrend, and well, I have. Okay, I have this. Yeah, we've been through this. I have some of my resistances or supports with my own lines in yellow. We've got, that the red boxes for me are strong areas of support and resistance. I don't consider as an individual price as a resistance or a support. So here you can see that it's strong on that area. In July, it went all the way down, but it went back up. Okay. And right now, last week I said that, yeah, we had this problem that larger. We don't need this. What we need is larger charts for the people. We went over here. It didn't get past through it, and during this week, the price has been just going all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Okay, so the dollar is just maintaining the level. Over here, what I think is the pound, sterling pound, is getting weaker. The dollar is also like, well, getting kind of stronger, but it's maintaining its level, while the pound is just losing performance. Um, I think that it will continue like this, but I don't know for how much it will, because right now we are already on an area of being pretty much oversold, but the period of actually this being continually downtrend is going to be like, we can see that both times when they were here and here, like 2 months apart, but they're basically on the same RSI number. Okay, so these can perfectly go back up, okay, but even in September, it's supposed to continue going downtrend. Thing is that it needs more time. Like I always say, like that the British pound US dollar is the Internet Explorer of currencies. So you can understand that it moves slower, it reacts slower, it does everything slower. Okay, so for it right now, it's nearly it's oversold everywhere. You can see the MACD, you can see everything right now. It's telling you, hey, I'm going to go up. Okay, um, it may, like as always, but we are not going. Well, from my point of view, we are no way going to the 139 that we went before. We are most probably going back to 137 500, and that's it. I don't think that we'll pass this area next time that we go back up. I think we might continue going down a bit this time, even a bit lower, and then from here going back up over here to the one maximum 138. Okay, one. I don't think it's going to be um, that the US dollar is getting stronger, plus the pound is not getting that strong as it was right now. They've got a lot of like, well, a lot of stuff to worry about. Let's put it this way. Last week we also checked, if I'm not mistaken, we checked the DAX. Some people asked me about the DAX, so I have it right here. I don't know if this is the chart where I have it. No, it's not here. Which one is the one that I have the DAX on? It's not this one. This is Forex. So I need to open Forex here. I have different tabs for different stuff. So which one is this one? For the DAX, I probably had DAX, and I need another one. I'll change here to hello. Change it to the DAX, and I don't want Forex. I want manual. Here it is. There you go. Here we go. Close tab. Yes, close tab. Here. DAX manual. As I said last week, DAX is on a very strong uptrend. Even though it's actually breaking the partial uptrend that we have right now, it is still a buy. The thing is that it fluctuates so much that I would not hold positions overnight right now. You can see how one day, well, this day, well, it goes, but there are all of these gaps everywhere on a daily basis. Okay, there are always gaps. So you can have a good gap, that you can be over here, and next day, you're over here. But it also happens the other way around. So it means that you can be over here in the 15,000, correct? And then next day you wake up in instead of 15,400 in 15,100. Okay, so that's 400 points that you've lost. Be careful with this. You had this again here. Okay, uh, it is a buy, and it was a buy, and the jump was just massive over here. You can see it's a 200 points minus 1%. So if you get caught overnight with one of these positions, you don't know how long. Of course, it's on an uptrend. We know this. You know this. We are not alone. I had this from long ago. Guys, that from my point of view, it's very hard that it would continue. Like it will continue. It will go down. First, it needs to reach this. The problem is what happens when it reaches here. Okay, but it will reach this the 16,700. These trend lines that are dotted come from the 2019. So those are actually the tops of the 2019. We are on a moment of a lot of lines colliding, a lot of trend lines colliding, and the Ichimoku is a buy, completely a buy. Everything is going great, nothing to say. It's always moving whenever it's recovering. The Germans are pretty safe there. You have it has broken this anyway. This was just like from 20th of July. So it was a month that you have this RSI going up, uptrend, and it has been broken. So from there, you can see that boom, it went down here. Okay, but anyway, it can go. It can just continue on the same level, and then this will keep on going, probably like a little bit down or whatever, and then it will just continue. I don't think we'll break this trend line that I have over here. I really don't think so. I think that the stochastic will go down, and there will be the correction. The correction will be maximum 200 points below there. I don't think that we have over here very strong. First, this red area is a very strong support. We have here in this line very strong support before going. The DAX has, and over here we have a hard range of area where the price has been ranging. So I don't think that we're going to go down around from this point. We just need to reach. The problem is what happens when it reaches over here. Okay, we don't have actually that much to reach from here where we are. To reach this is a 5%. Well, yeah, that's nearly 800 points. Okay, but I don't know. I don't know if what will happen back then, because we've got the coronavirus, and September that is coming up. Okay, September is usually, as you know, one of the worst months of the year for stocks and the markets. So we don't know what will happen. So we might get a rejection, and then we will have to wait for October, November, December to actually get there. Instead of being here, it will be around here. Okay, so it can happen, but nobody knows. Anyway, guys, well, thank you for listening. Remember that all of this is only for educational purposes. I'm not a financial advisor. I didn't study economics, so I only do this as a hobby. You can join us at Gold member group. It's at We Love Gold, welovegold.eu. In case you want to just type it in your browser, and it will open your Telegram. Thank you for watching. This is Juan from Ministers.eu. Take good care. See you next week. And